Hey, what's going on? This is the second episode of the series where I basically go into my day-to-day workflow when it comes to finding leads, building a business that I'm making that's going to be worth multi-millions. I know it sounds crazy, but I want to actually show you and build it in front of you where I'm making people money, not only myself, but making a lot of my agents money. My goal is to make 10,000 agents by August or September, $5,000 a month inside of their area of their location that they have chosen to work in. I want to do something completely different, as I'm going to say in every video, where I don't want to tell you that AI solutions and AI chatbots and all those things can make you $10,000 a month. A lot of these guys, if not all of them, are lying. What I want to do is bring something different to the table when it comes to showing you that this is very hard when it comes to just consulting businesses, period. I'm going to basically go over some Q&A inside of the YouTube comments. And also make sure if you want to know anything when it comes to business, how to do things inside of business, I'm a retired business developer who came out of retirement to help people inside of this new era that's coming. I'll answer any type of thing when it comes to business inside of the next video. So when it comes to doing this flow of business consulting, business development, AI solutions, all these types of things like that, there's a lot of things that these YouTubers who are selling shovels. So right now they're just selling the shovels to the AI solutions. These guys don't make any of the money that they're claiming, especially not from AI, right? They might make it from course selling, but they don't make it from AI. And what I want to do that's different is I want to handle those things that's inside of the middle for you. So you won't you try this out and be discouraged and say, oh, it doesn't work due to the fact that you listen to some YouTuber who are just farming you for likes. And I'm going to talk about it again later on, go a little deeper into it. All right. So what I do is I close deals for people. So not just for myself, but for people as well. And I bring more than AI solutions. I bring business solutions. So there are things that a lot of these gurus that's online right now are talking to you guys about when it comes to businesses. And a lot of these businesses don't even need AI solutions. A lot of them just need to be remodeled and modernized and future proofed and everything like that. So these are the things that I'll be bringing to the table when it comes to these businesses. So today we're going to get into a lot of different things. I'm going to talk about it. And today we're going to basically get to work. So I'm going to go into my day-to-day business, and you guys will be able to come along with me as we get into the computer.
All right, we are in the computer, and now what I'm going to do is basically start with the Q&A with the YouTube. I just started this series, so I only got 32 views in this video, and YouTube cooked me due to the fact that the algorithm and everything. I'm always changing my style, finding myself when it comes to making these videos. And I'm going to stick to this right here, this format, because I just really like it. I'm doing what I do every day, and you guys will be able to see it, so I don't have to do too much. I don't have to, Mr. Beast anybody or anything like that. We're going to get into the computer and I'm going to show everything. And another reason why I am doing this format so you guys can see that I actually do what I say I do. Also, if you want to become a student of mine and be a part of the agency that we have and be our agent, it benefits both of us. One, benefits me, you become an agent. I get paid obviously for you becoming an agent of mine. And then also when it comes to closing deals, you don't have to do none of the talking because that's like a lot of things that these gurus don't talk about is the fact that you got to talk to the businesses. And I have had multiple communities where people just don't like to talk to people. So I will never sell this because there's things that people, if you have no sales skill, you're cooked anyway. So it's like a lot of people don't have sales skills or being able to communicate with people when it comes to like what they're trying to sell them anyway. So when people are selling these courses to people, it's like they're completely missing that part right there, right? And when working with me, we actually close the deal. I close the deal. I do all the talking. I do basically all the work basically, and you guys get paid every month off of every time they pay me. So every time the client pays me, you get paid. So I think that's a better way to do things, better versus you guys being sold a dream and then the person is just saying, hey, this is how I make $100,000 a month, and they actually don't even do any of the things they're telling you. So let's get into the computer and let's answer these questions, okay? All right, so we have Gray Dragon. This very good friend of mine right here. And he asks, can we get together and discuss the next steps? Now, um, I want to know if he's used Athena Mockup Builder, which is one of our tools that we have in our platform. And he made an amazing website. So I looked at it, I'm like, and it's clearly like it smokes all the other websites he made. It completely cooked them. So what I'm gonna do, Gray Dragon, I reached out to Jay, reached out to Prince, and I'm gonna figure out if you guys want me to do a crash course type of thing. Like every day, I probably sit on Kick. Right, I'm going to sit on Kick, not Twitch. I don't like Twitch. Sit on Kick, and I'm going to basically show you guys how to create the most craziest things off of Replit, like that I do, where it's like you just chilling and just, but not vibe coding, context coding and stuff like that. So it's like you're building something. So it's not like you got to put a lot of work into it. So it's like it's not slop. It's actually putting things, and that's basically what I want to do when it comes to this AI stuff. Is create creative things where there's no slop. So yes, 100% we can definitely get to the next step. This is the next step one to get things out. And we got to close. We got to talk to this guy. So let's talk about that today. We got to close on that cider thing. Let's close that. All right. Let's get you paid. It's one of my students as well, everybody. So yeah, I'm trying to get him paid, trying to get him about 15,000, 5,000. My goal, like I said, is to make people 10 people $5,000 a month. All right. So next one we got Yamel. How can I leverage my TikTok and Instagram to generate leads for local businesses? Now, I want you guys to know, you guys gotta stop following people like this, right? He's real. He's real. But like this right here, people like this, as you can see, I watched the video. These guys are doing nothing but form you. These guys are telling you to sell local businesses, and it's not a good idea. The reason why it's not a good idea to sell to local businesses is due to the fact that normally your local businesses are normally small businesses, and they come with a lot of problems. All right, they come with a lot of problems, and this is why I don't like dealing with small businesses. First, they come with a lot of demand, but they don't want to pay. Right, so you'll be doing a lot of work of the stuff I'm gonna be showing you here, and using the tools and stuff that you got, and you're gonna be doing a lot of free work, and your hourly costs. Like, so let's say that you charge $200 an hour, you'll end up being like $4 an hour when you're done working with a local business. Another reason why local businesses just don't care. Like when it comes to like AI and stuff like that, they got free tools that they're using and stuff that they use free trial memberships and all that stuff like that. They got all those type of things like that. So they just don't care about like the new revolution. And a lot of these companies are fine with the amount of money that they're making. So when it comes to, and I'm not saying I'm gonna show you how, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but you know it's gonna be a very huge headache. When this is why you won't see me target any small businesses. So you have that problem when it comes to just that not caring. Also when it comes to transferring all over and this is the thing that these gurus don't talk about. You got to transfer all of that stuff that you have worked on, and then in certain places, is regulations and stuff like that. So you got to deal with a lot of these things. Not with you because you're in America, but in other places, there's regulations and contracts that you have to like data repositories and all that stuff like that. You gotta sign contracts and stuff like that. And you being a data handler and all that stuff like that. So it comes with a lot, right? So when it comes to dealing with small businesses, it's not the easiest way, right? So a lot of them won't know what you're talking about. A lot of them don't pay attention to where the world is going. So if you're talking about interest media and all these type of things like that, the AI, the videos, they may not really get it. You get what I'm saying? And again, a lot of them just don't care. And one of the biggest things is a lot of them aren't tech savvy. So when you do the transfer and everything like that, they will be confused, and you will spend a lot more time working on that one client than you'll be able to scale. That makes sense, right? So, and then you got to think about it. Whereas in dealing with the nonsense that you would deal with that client just to get paid, and I understand just the goal is to get paid, which is why I'm here to help everyone get paid. You got to be able to scale that. So if you're on Zoom calls and walking them through things like, okay, this is how you do that. So that 15-minute process that took you, and that could take a company that knows what they're doing, whatever the case may be, or you could just make videos, whatever the case may be. It will still take a much longer, and then you got to think about trying to scale that up to 100 companies. You know what I'm saying? So remember, I told you for like every 500, you would get one response and stuff like that, and that's on the minimum. But just think about like going through all these companies, and a lot of the time, which goes into education, but you'll be more educating the company versus closing the deal. You get what I'm saying? So this is the problem when it comes to dealing with local businesses. So, but to answer your question, you want to basically go around, like for what you're doing with the AI stuff. You want to go around like local businesses in your local area, and you want to do a video with the AI that you're making, and you want to basically, it's just like, take a picture, right? There's some steps in here. Take a picture of their logo or the store, right? Put it into Midjourney or ChatGPT. Tell them make it into like whatever the case may be, like a artwork or something like that, and then try to use stories to actually like define, or the wish whatever the thing is called. You could use that as one, probably better. Because stories don't have location inside yet. But use that whoosh thing. You don't use stories. Use whoosh, whatever that thing's called, and have it describe the photo, right? If it describes the photo the correct way, and fix it up because you made it to fix it up. Fix up the photo, and then you want to put that into stories where you go into movie set and all that stuff like that. You do all that, and then you basically have a AI generated video where the SCP guy is basically going past the store or going into the store or whatever the case may be with the local business, whatever the local business is. You have your AI interact with that business, and then you be able to like get that business information, right? And then you be able to send business or go in there, show them yourself, right? But again, you got to deal with the BS that comes with small businesses, though. You got to deal with that part. So you can do all that work, right? And they just won't care. You get what I'm saying? So that's that right there. But that's the best way that you can leverage your TikTok and your Instagram, just by including them into your content, right? And then showing them like, hey, and even if they don't take a bite out of the offer that you gave them, you still make content. So you still got like um views and everything like that. And you know, the people who love your videos and stuff will still interact with it and stuff like that. So you got to make it like fun, interactive and stuff. So with the business and everything. So it's like you got to be a story that you're writing of why that the character is interacting with that company. So just in case they do tell you no, still have gave them promotion too as well, but you still have the views and everything like that that you can get paid off of. So that's how you can leverage your videos. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get into the iPad, and we're going to start. Let's see over here. Wait, okay, yeah. We're gonna start here. Let's get into this now that we got those questions out the way. I'm gonna get ready. Okay. Talk about what we're talking about today. All right, so get the iPad right over here. Let's bring it over here. Move guys in. Okay, so what we're talking about today. All right, we just did this YouTube Q&A. We just did this right here. So scratch that out. This. All right, so you guys can see. Okay. Now let's go into It's Time to Be Honest. And channels like these, you guys want to stop following them. I told them already here. You want to stop basically like listening to channels like this. And I was falling into it because I wanted people, because I really want to make people money, but I wanted to people to basically pay attention. Like these guys are doing. These guys are doing nothing but these guys are doing nothing but farming. You guys, that's all they're doing is farming. Guys are doing nothing but farming. So they're farming you guys, and I'm gonna show you the pipeline of how it works. So they make video. They use well, first, right? They don't make the video first because it's that before they make the video. So they use Lovable, right? And I'm going to show in like probably later on in this video that you can do it, right? Make Lovable. They use Lovable, make a dashboard. Like basically clone like WAP, clone Shopify, whatever the case may be. And then they make it, they like get the dashboard some money. So they say they get a dashboard like 2 million. Let's say 2 million, right? 2 million. And then they make the video. Now, what they do also is they make it like a thumbnail. So I take a picture of the money that's inside of the dashboard and they put it in the thumbnail. So they put in a thumbnail and then put a shock face or have pointing like this right here. Right here. They do stuff like that. Right, they do stuff like this. So you gotta stop falling for that stuff because this is what they're doing. Then they just tell you stuff that they found. Like if you watch these same videos right here, 3 ways to make fuck you money, right? And then you look at this right here, they're basically talking the same thing. If you watch this video, he's talking the same thing. This right here, talking the same thing. Right? They all talking the same thing. They all basically telling you the same. Copy and pasting on what they heard from someone else. They're part of. If you go into these school communities and stuff like that, you will see that these guys are part of the same thing, and that's what digital products are. Digital products, right? This is what I think digital products are, because I haven't seen like I have created digital products when it comes to I named the location thing Neo Markets, Sparta Buddies and Stories. That's a digital product. But these guys, digital products, they're not actually building anything. These guys are building slop, right? And this slop they're building is, you guys can see, okay, is dreams. So what they do is they farm video. They make the Lovable, make the dashboard, put $2 million in the dashboard, something like that. Just be a crazy number. They make the video with the thumbnails and stuff like that. And then what they do is before they make the digital product, they are farming hot topics. Tell you to like, subscribe. You like and subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff, all this type of stuff like that. And then they just tag it into a digital product. That's basically what they're doing. So that's, guys gotta stop falling for that. It's what these dudes do. So when you see that type of stuff like that, you want to. I've been watching these videos and realize like, oh, you don't actually do what you say you do. So that's what those guys are doing. All right, so stop watching those guys. And make sure in today's thing when we set up for clients and stuff, like when I look for the leads and stuff, we're going to put this information in there. Like you guys are you will have a bunch of people contacting you and they're learning from people from YouTube. So you want to make sure I'm probably gonna update our AI to basically say that inside of the emails. All right, so we done this. All right, we done this. All right, so next, look at the lead. Get some leads together. Go to the new platform. Here, let's get some leads. I'm going to clear this out so you guys don't have to worry. I'm not gonna take you guys things. So I'm gonna basically go to grid view. Put this right here and light this up. Not go to Chicago. Not gonna go home. Let's go to Chicago. We'll go to Chicago. All right. So it already has everything here, so you can see. We're gonna go to Chicago. We're gonna claim it. All right. So we're gonna claim. So we have claimed that. Gotta fix this because it didn't update, but it's fine. So let's see. Hopefully this stuff works. If not, I'm gonna do some editing. Fix it real quick. We're going to pick. Let's do social media marketing because these guys got to get updated, right? So let's do that. let's do some social media marketing. We're gonna do 15 leads. See what it finds. Okay. So let me do some fixing real quick, you guys. All right, I had to do some troubleshooting, and now we're back. Okay. So yeah, let's get to this right here. Back to doing social media. We'll do social media. The fact that those guys do need our services as well, so that's a good. That'll be a good social media agency needs help with marketing, right? So we're going to do marketing. We're going to leads. Right, so we're going to do that. So the reason why social media marketing marketing agencies need help due to the fact that these guys don't know what's going on. A lot of these guys are throwing things out there and trying to figure out what's wrong with Facebook ads. They don't know that interest media is a thing. Our goal is to, we can get paid by educating them. We could pay by selling leads to them. We could pay to help close leads for them and then send them there for Facebook ads. We can do so many different things. So it's like we can do certain types of deals with each other. Like, hey, I close this. You pay me on a retainer for $300 a month. I'll bring you deals and stuff like that. Okay, so we have everything. Let's click here, see which ones are real. So let's click here and see which ones are good ones. Okay. This one says coming soon. So this is coming soon. So let's see. Leo. Wait, I didn't want to do that. My bad. I didn't want to do that. This is. Let's clip this one. I want to try to figure out if we can get in touch with this guy. They might not. These guys might not need our help. So this is not a good lead. I don't think that. I like the website. I think the website's pretty cool. So they don't need web design. Kind of got everything. They couldn't do need web design. This is kind of all over the place. But I mean, like the up part right here is cool, and then you go down here. This is cool. This is cool, and then you go down here. This is a big company though, so we can definitely close that. But let's see. But this one right here is definitely a go. I want to work on this one. Yeah, this one. Better business outcome. Which one is this one? Meat rise? No, Diddy, that sounds crazy. Meat rise. So it's this right here. This. Okay. Yeah. All right. So for this one, I'm on your page. I see a black screen. Oh yeah, these guys need help. No, check all cookies. I don't like. So you could tell that these guys are trying to be creative. So we're gonna. They like these like not everyone needs AI and not everyone needs web design and all that stuff like that. Like certain things like just need like consultants. So that's basically what I'm bringing to the consultancy. So I'm just blessed to be well versed where I can sell AI solutions, I can build things, I can develop, I can help with the business development process when it comes to your company. I can do creative development, do all types of things. So this video is in fucking 320p. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these guys um to basically sell leads to them. I want to sell leads. I'm also going to try to upsell some services to them as well. So we're going to do, what's this, Upshot. Let's do Upshot. We're going to grab that one. I'm going to export it. So we're going to save this. Well, this is basically the new system that you guys can do. So we're going to save this. Going to grab that there. And this is basically the easy route to success when it comes to me being able to go look at the leads that you guys have. So if you guys want to help me out, just basically here, help me out doing it. Okay. For data. Just basically send me the files. And let's see, I don't know. Should be important to hear, right? That's how it works, right? Okay. Okay, now try to grab that information and add it to this. This is what I want to do. I want to add that into this. All right, I don't really use Google Sheets. Yeah, I want to add it into there. But now, oh, so it's open up their own things. I got to figure out how to, and if you guys know, I don't use Google Docs. Like, I don't use this. I use Airtable. Let's try to see if I can grab these leads and then drop them in here, right? That would be pretty dope if I can do that. So I kind of figured out, okay. So what I want to do is I want to try to not make this so complicated, right? So let's try to delete this table here. I want to delete this table here, right? We're going to delete this table. We just want to have these here, okay? So I guess we can rename them. So we can rename this. So this will make more sense. Okay, so let's just do social media. All right, we'll do social media. We'll do this as real estate. Right. Okay, so this will make more sense right here. Okay. So we'll go back to here, and I think that was offshot, right? What is that? Let's make sure. Table right here. This should be upshot. Yes, that's correct. So we will grab upshots. Take that. We'll grab the. We can. I don't know if we will grab this one, but let's just grab it. It doesn't hurt to send out, right? So we'll grab this one. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because I don't want to import all of them, right? I don't want to import all of them. Import will here. Okay, let me grab here first. Okay, so I missed a step. You guys. Gotta drag over here. Drag it in there. Gotta import it. Import this. So let me give you the steps, okay? I want to give you the steps. So you always want to keep this open, right? So you want to import data. Boom. So you want to make sure you do all that. It will create a file in your Google Drive. Okay. Once you create that, you go to your Airtable. I recommend Airtable, or I'm gonna give you access to the Airtable, and then you grab this right here. You don't create a new table. You put it here. You just add it to the section that is the end. So for social media, you add to social media. As you can see, it does that. So that's how it does. So let's do one more so I can show you how it does. All right. So we have done this one. Let's do this meat rise. The meat rise definitely need it. So let's do here. So you want to save it. You want to save it, right? You want to save. You want to then import here. Okay, so it's just 3 clicks. Just drag it into here. I wish it just saved all here, but we already have that there. Then you go to the Airtable that you have access to. You want to hit import. You want to add this. Then you want to that. Then you have this here. You want to make sure you always choose the boom, and then bam, you're done. Right. So I have access to everything now. Right. So I'm gonna get there, Facebook, Twitter, so on stuff. We'll get all that stuff though. This is all Chicago. Yeah. So then we got Rise. Want to get this one. We're gonna get this one. Yeah, we're gonna grab that one. I can't grab. I want to grab this for purposes of looking. Well, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in. Yeah, we want to find out who owns that. Which I can. I can find it. Which I'll show you that in another video. Okay. I'm gonna find a more optimal way, but for right now, just this right here would be good for you guys. This is all I need you to do. That's all I need you to do. I mean, you guys will have it where you guys are just, you know, import the whole thing. All you gotta do is import the whole thing. I'll basically go into them and figure out what's what. Right, so you didn't do other one. All right, you didn't do this one. You did the other one. All right, import that. Put that in here. Okay, so once we are done this, we're gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna do all of them, but for the series of what we're gonna do, we're just gonna grab one of them, and then we're gonna do our thing with it. All right. So on my time, I'll be sending them out and stuff like that. But you know, guys, crap. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. I actually want to find out who is this, and they're saying they're coming soon, so they probably never want to end up showing up due to the fact that probably don't have, you know, it's probably a small company, don't have the funds to start. All right, so we're gonna choose out of these leads. We can get out of this. We can get out of this too. We can choose out of these leads. We're gonna choose Meet Rise. Okay, I want to choose these guys. All right, so we're here. Let's go back to the iPad. Pick one and prepare to send email out for them. So we're gonna do that after I show you a good lead and a bad lead. All right. So we don't know if Meet Rise will be a good lead yet, though. Okay, we won't know. But we're gonna show. I'm gonna show you a customer, well, a lead to say. Could have been a customer, and I'm gonna show you how not to waste your time. And basically, like, you can look at when someone's not serious. All right, you can find out when someone's not serious. So we're going to go into this, which is Booster AI. Okay. So we're going to talk about interest media consultants after that. So we're gonna let's show second. Let's show when you have a time waster. Okay. So let's look at first. We're going to basically compare them. Okay. And we're going to open up a document. So basically, so I can show you my thought process. And then we're going to also use our Sparta buddies. Use Sparta buddies to basically help us keep everything in order. Okay. So let's go into it. So what does these guys need? So first, let's have Athena write up a copyright for us, okay? Because we're going to prepare ourselves with this right here. So what I see, uh, is the website is dated. Website is dated. All right, so Meetrise website is dated. Now, the reason why you don't want to have a dated website in today's time is because, we're in a modern time and you got to understand the number one thing is our customer base when you're selling things is Gen Z. Okay, but when it comes to a social media company, it normally will be bigger companies like, you know, millennials, boomers, and stuff like that. So, but you still want to make sure that you're able to target the Gen Z audience, right? So, if you're especially a social media company, you want to be able to show that you are able um to get their audience, which is Gen Z. Okay, so you got to be able to explain that. Okay, so when a website is dated, I mean, of course, the boomers are going to understand it, but and millennials, but the Gen Z won't understand it. Website is dated, and you want to let me make sure that Athena is working. Okay, Athena is working. Okay, all right. You want to make sure that Gen Z basically feels comfortable on your website and millennials too, website, right? And Gen X too sometimes, right? On your website, user experience is key in today's time. Okay. So let's look at what Athena has put here. Okay. So business challenges. High competition in career coaching market. Yep, 100%. Limited online visibility and SEO presence. So the fact that this is a marketing company and they don't have, you know, and we're new, right? So we're the same thing, but you got to be able to show that you can do that at least, right? Lack of automated lead nutrient system. Okay, so we can grab all this. Difficulty in scaling personalized service. No apparent community building features. Which this is and interest media. That's very important. So we can make money by teaching these guys what they need to do. You get what I'm saying? What they need to do when it comes to that's definitely this right here is very important. Okay, so let's go back to Athena. Opportunities, growing demand for career development post pandemic. Okay, expand into corporate training market. Okay, that's really important. But they got to know interest media. Integrate of AI powered career matching. Okay, development of online course offerings. That is definitely a thing they can do. Okay, so we'll continue. Digital presence, clean professional website design. Thing, it's clean and it's professional. You got to go modern because you know you have to be able to connect with the Gen Z. All right, a clear value proposition for a career advancement, mobile responsive interface, strong focus on personal brand. Okay, limited social proof and testimonials. Okay, lack of interactive engagement tools will help with that. Minimum content, marketing presence. Definitely help with that. No apparent lead capture mechanism. Okay. So not really a marketing company. Those seems so like a business development company, something like that. Media agency for marketers. Who wants to? Oh, they teach marketers or something like that. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm guessing something like that. Nick career professionals. Okay, so these are here. Solution. So we will come bring this up. Remember, we gotta bring we gotta go to um right here, which is probably better, right? Leads that I think this is it. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna bring it here. So we're going to go here, and this is why I like when you do well when I do right here, because then we'll add this information here. So it's going to add whatever is missing onto this right here, and let that import that data, and then we're going to add what. Okay. Yeah. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe I should have did that. You're right. Maybe I should have did that. All right. So we just want the name, right? We just want the name. That's all we want. Want the name, subject matter, right? It should be here. Oh, pardon me. That's the copyright. We'll add. Oh, that's not. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So let's just slow down for a second and just bring this over here, and let's give what Athena says. Now we need to just listen to Athena and slow down for a second, okay? All right. So Athena says these guys can use chatbots, full automation, and I'm gonna when you see me put them up here, I'm going to actually send. This is the ones I'm going to send emails out to. I'm going to do more off of camera, obviously. Probably more on the live stream. Um, more on live stream. You know, creative development. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do more on live stream. So then that's what I'll probably be doing, sending out not selling, sending out the emails on live stream. All right. Now, Booster was in here on this part right here, right? But Booster has wasted time. So we're going to show how not to do the same thing. Let these guys do that, right? So we're going to just a new lead. We want to make sure when we contact them, and you know, make sure that we have everything handled here. Let me grab that. You don't want to copy this part here. Okay, don't copy this part here. You want to basically, I'm talking when I say copy, I'm talking about don't send that to them. Don't send this part to them, because when you upsell them, you don't want them to see what you're upselling, preparing for your upsell, right? So you don't want to send this, but you can copy this right here. Let's put this in this right here. Go here. I'll grab these two. Okay, so boom, those are there. So let's go into the copyright. Grab this, unlock rise growth. potential. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here. Going to copy. And we're going to grab this. Now. All right. I've conducted a comprehensive analysis of Rise digital presence and identify significant opportunities to accelerate your growth in the competitive career and coaching market. Write your strong foundation with a professional website and clear bio position. I believe you can still bring a more modern thing because they're teaching people, so they need to make they definitely want to connect to the Gen Z on the website for the Gen Z audience who will soon need your coaching. Rise face critical challenges, limited social media proof, and hindering conversions, lack of automation, automated lead nutrient causing prosperous drop-offs, and minimal content marketing presence is restricting your visibility in the crowded market. The gaps preventing you from capturing the growing demand for career development services. And if you make the shift in today's era business where 99.99% of companies are still clueless on what is happening, you can end up being a unicorn. Look at this. Okay, get this proof read. What you want to do is go to ChatGPT, go to the chat, and open this. Let's see, rewrite. All right, give me a second. These blind spots are keeping you off the career growth wave, preventing pivot now. And this is better. All right. Those blind spots are keeping you off of the career growth wave, pivoting now. While 99% of businesses are still sleepwalking, and you'll be lining up for unicorn status. We specialize in transforming business professional, development. We specialize in transforming professional development businesses like Rise to lead generating powerhouses through AI-powered automation, strategic content marketing, and conversion optimization. Our integrated approach has helped similar companies increase qualified leads by building engaged professional communities that, yeah, okay, so boom, okay, that's good. Goals implemented a comprehensive digital commission strategy for Rise, deploy an AI chatbot for instant career assessments and lead qualifications, data automate, nurture sequence, for guide perspectives through your coaching journey, develop a content creator engine that position you as the go-to career authority in this new era of interest media the for you nuts and build a professional networking community that amplifies your brand reach into this integrated approach will address your current performance. And that seems pretty good there. So we got that done. So that's there. So like for the people that's like students of mine and people that's gonna be shadowing me, you guys would need to be able to understand and read through this and then know what to add and what to take out and all that stuff. That's a task in itself. Okay. All right. So next thing we're going to look at, we got the copyright. So we got the copyright done. We have all this stuff here done, but then the analyze, did everything. Now we're done on that behalf, right? So we can exit out these guys. So what we're gonna do, which I didn't do with Booster, which could be my fault, but dealing with Booster has been a nightmare. Like these dealing with this, when you have an outdated website, it's completely outdated. They try to add this little bot here, moving bot, right? This is pretty easy to make. They try to add all this right here, right? They try to make it seem like modern and stuff like that, little colors and all that stuff like that. Try to add that, try to make it feel modern, but no, it's not. So, first thing first, let's talk about this. Why is Booster a bad lead, and why don't you want to deal with clients like this? So, with Booster, okay, it was two meetings set up. 2 times the CMO, she needs to be fired. CMO was supposed to send me the link to like a Zoom or something like that, right? Okay. She's a CMO, so chief marketing. Okay. all right. So this is she does the marketing, and if you go on their TikTok, see, I got it here. If you go on their X, they only have 5 followers, and they haven't posted anything. So go on to X account, 5 followers, right? And this is where like all this stuff don't have TikTok up here. Go to YouTube. Okay. 408 subscribers. Let's just type this. The last video was 5 months ago. Okay, so like what is going on in here, right? No comments, no engagement. They're not telling the community to engage.
Welcome to Booster.
They turn
Today,
the comments
you will learn
off.
about innovations that currently seem like science fiction.
That's right there.
AI
is
and
alarming.
avatars are destined to change the way we live and work. You're probably familiar with some basic functions of AI, but what we're creating at Booster is genuinely unprecedented. Our platform will be the world's first fully AI and avatar-powered lifestyle app, available in mid-2025. Booster is not just another tech innovation. It's a vision for the future. Imagine a platform that communicates with you like a person.
It is.
Understanding your needs and preferences. This is
okay. So their AI is the slop that YouTube just put out a term of service update on, basically to stop stuff like this from happening. But they don't post much, so I don't think they will be falling under that. I don't think they'll fall under that, so that's fine. And plus, they actually talk about something, so they don't fall under it. But this slop.
They're searching for. It can also create
1
shopping
hour
lists and
video,
reminders
1 hour video of this.
to ensure you never forget.
All right, so this will be what the hell am I doing? Wait, all right. So that. Okay. Okay. AI company that is out of touch with AI. So how do they expect, right? How do they think, or what makes them think? Let's have that. What makes them? And this is things like, okay, so I'm not just showing like this is a bad lead, like a lead that like they're tire kickers. Right now, I'm showing you. I never got to this step. You get what I'm saying? So after they set 2 meetings, right? When you're talking to the CMO, this is the people that really the one you should be talking to. When you're in the conversation with a CMO, and then they have this is their stuff, and I think they got like 400 or whatever the case may be, and on TikTok, everybody that's commenting is people that's already in the company. It's like an MLM type of situation. That's a problem. As a CMO, you failed. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of issues. So when someone is coming to you, this is different than email, right? This is not me sending the email to them. This is someone, and I just want you guys to know that you will deal with things like this. This is someone that someone introduced, like, hey, this guy can help us where we can take it to the next level. The CMO keeps pushing things off. Okay, so I'm doing now what was supposed to be done in the meeting if we would have had it, right? So AI company that is out of touch with AI, what makes them think that people will go for this? But this always companies must understand their audience, not of today, but of the future. Gen Z. Gen Z will go for this. We have 11 Labs. We have Stories. We have VO3. Okay. I don't know if it's like this. We have these things right here. Okay. So what I was trying to do with these guys was completely one, remake website. 2, reduce costs on, because like I watched the video up there and they say they got a bunch of developers working on this. When this is what they got.
Hello there. This is Sarah, Booster's Sales and Support Assistant. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
How you doing? We spoke before, Sarah. My name is Seth.
Oh, hey Seth, welcome back. How have you been?
I've been well. My question, I want to know, are you an AI model that could be trained?
Oh, I love that you asked that. Let me break it down without getting too nerdy. I'm actually a fully trained AI agent, ready to jump in and help businesses like yours handle customer service and sales. No extra training needed. I'm already built to learn the ins and outs of different businesses quickly. Pretty cool, right? So, what kind of business are you running, Seth? I'd love to hear a bit more about what you do.
I'm running an Interest Media business consulting company. Can you tell me how is it possible for me to make leads in 2025? To gain leads in 2025?
Oh, I totally get it. 2025 can feel like a blur already, right? But here's the fun part. With AI moving at lightning speed, we've got some seriously cool tools to make lead generation feel less like a grind and more like magic. Let me ask you this. What kind of clients are you typically targeting with your consulting? Are we
Because
talking small businesses trying to find their voice, influencers building their brand, or more on the corporate side? Knowing who you're aiming for helps me show you exactly how AI can do the heavy lifting for you. And don't worry, I'll keep it simple and actually useful. No buzzword overload, I promise. So, what do you say? Can you paint me a quick picture of your ideal client?
I choose all kinds of businesses. I help everyone.
Got it. So you're the go-to expert for all kinds of businesses. That's awesome. I mean, why pick just one lane when you can help the whole highway, right? So here's where I come in. Imagine having an AI sidekick that can handle the 24/7 hustle of lead gen while you focus on the strategy and client magic. Whether it's answering inquiries about your services, booking consultations, or even qualifying leads based on their specific needs, boom, done. And the best part? It's not some generic bot. It's a smart, responsive, and actually helpful agent that reflects your brand voice and expertise. Price-wise, it's pretty straightforward.
All right. Reduce the cost of the development. I can tell they have some YouTube gurus working on their products. Okay. There's a company that one of my students, Yamel, has brought to me, and we use it in Bright Inches Media. This is the name of the company right here. Vampy.
Thank you for calling Sparta Interest Media. I am Athena, your mission control scheduler. How may I help you today?
Hey Athena, how you doing? It's actually your boss, Seth. How you doing?
Hey, Seth. Doing great. Keeping the mission board tight and the calendar chaos free. What's on your radar today?
I'm just basically talking to our students on basically what we do.
Got it, Seth. Sounds like you need a session to brief the students on Sparta's operations, something like a Sparta 101 inches overview. Let me know if you need me to set up a meeting or prep anything specific for the talk.
All right, thank you. I'll let you continue what you're doing.
No problem, Seth. Just holler if you need anything scheduled or sorted. Have a great day.
So, even though I trained my my thing, and it can be trained more, right? My AI, I should not say the thing, but AI, it could be trained more, and it's actually into training. And when you talk to it, it gets better. You can see the difference, right? Like mine's at least breathe, gas, all types of stuff like that, which is trained to do. As I'm asking theirs, they're reading off a script. And what has to happen is they got to fire the people. Like you could just tell that they got just people who just claimed $10,000 a month, what I talked about earlier. They got these type of things. So what I was trying to do was reduce the cost of their development, right? Reduce the cost. Everything that they talking about, I can build, right? So instead of getting this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, right? And where it takes them 5 months to basically, takes 5 months for them to give updates to their investors. I could have that done in 1 month. 1 month. And not just one thing, they would be having a whole new company in 1 month, right? 1 month can have them showing off a new company. Now, I want to make sure that you guys understand this. If you guys go back here, this is how confident I'm in my ability. Okay. If you guys want to join Interest Media when it comes to being an Interest Media consultant, and you want to be a Spartan, okay, and you want the tools to access this right here, which is Neo Markets, right, for lead generations for free, right? So you don't have to pay monthly for them. You have access to the Athena Analyzer. You have access to the Mockup Builder. Okay, you have access to the website builder right here. You have access to that. That will cost you just $2,000 one time. Okay, you will be personally trained by me. Okay, I not only will train you, this here, you have access to this, so you would do the exact same thing. Just generate leads, grab the CVC file, put it into the Airtable. That's it. Grab the CVC file, put it into the Airtable. Once you do that, so all you got to do is claim your territory. So first step, claim territory, which I'll do a whole tutorial on this. Claim territory. That means no one can be able to basically do business in that territory. There's going to be an update soon where you guys will be able to buy territories from each other, bid on them, and all that type of stuff like that. So it's pretty cool because you can actually be able to see like territories that actually make money and stuff like that. You'll be able to see all that stuff like that. I think it shows that. Yeah, I think it shows. It's silver, so you'll see like the all that type of stuff like that. So you'll see like in the leaderboards, all that type of stuff like that, like how much people have made, all that type of stuff like that, territory, all that stuff like that. So you'll see all those type of things like that. You'll be able to highlight over them. Like once you hover over them, it will show you how much money was made in that area, stuff like that, so people can buy them from those people, and they'll be able to generate. And then so you could be able to do that. All right. So that's coming in the future. But right now we have it like this. Okay. So going back to this for a second, I will train you personally. So it's like, when I mean I train you personally, is when we close a deal, once we go into these right here, and we do our due diligence on the companies and stuff, and we close them, send out the emails and close them, you get to shadow me. You get to shadow me. So when I'm sitting inside of the meetings, I would say, hey, this person is in training. I'm training this person to be a business developer, all that type of stuff like that. Personally training you. So there is no guru stuff there. By the way, I just want you to know, this right here, this is limited too, because once these are all taken up, you won't be able to get in. Okay? I want you to know that. So once all these are taken up, like all the cities you see, we have 53 cities left. So once all 53 of those are up, you cannot get in. Okay? I just want you guys to know that. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm doing a guarantee. 90 days. You have to do the work though. I'll make you money. Okay? So if you want to either A, just collect revenue, or B, you want to learn. That's the main thing. So not only the $2,000 give you the tools, so $2,000 will give you just access to use the tools and stuff like that, and that will be able to, you can use that to print money, right? You can also use this to help with your business if you have been sold the courses and all that type of stuff like that. You can use this series that I'm doing, and also I'm gonna be going live as well and working. You'll be able to do all those type of things like that with me, and then you like this don't have to, just want you guys to know, this don't have to just pertain to my company. Like everything that I'm showing you, I work with every business, any business type, because it's kind of the same skeleton. Like business is the same skeleton, like it's like human bones, right? But it's big boned, muscular, all types of stuff like that, right? So it's the same type of process, but and what I do is the same process, but it's just different industries and stuff like that, right? And then we now have access to tools that will help everything when it comes to making things easier. And I will show you that right now. Okay, so let's go to Sparta Buddies. All right, let's go to Sparta Buddies. And Sparta Buddies is basically like having GigaPets but for business. Okay, okay. So these guys do a lot of amazing things. Okay, so for example, let's go to reports. These guys, I sent them to do a report together, and these guys came up with different things. I have 3 buddies. Okay, you start off with 1. I have 3. All right, you can get more when it comes to like when you get to level 5, you'll see there'll be buddies to sell. So let's see, Raleigh Day right now, and it has its expired time. We have Sage, the finance expert, level 4. This is a technology specialist. This is sales specialist. Okay, so you got the hats and what they do, all the stuff like that. what they actually do. So, but they actually do things like the hats and crystals and stuff like that. So if you go here, go to inventory, you'll see that Jordan, which I gotta fix all this. I'm still working on it. Make all this basically be able to show easier. So you see Jordan, he's wearing an executive suit right here. You see executive suit tells you what they do for the bot. Now, when it comes to your friend, I go to Jordan, right? Jordan is my he's my lowest rarity, but he's my smartest AI I have, and you can see him having a closing the clip. He's better with leadership, so when he works with the other AI, you can see right here. You can work with them. You can choose them all to work with together, and then you can give them a task to do, and this will make them better at. They've trained together and become better at what they're doing. So when he's on that team with those, he will use his leadership skills to give them better level ups and all that stuff like that. It's a bunch of different things. So you can see, I never talked to Emery. I don't think I talked to Emery. Have I talked to you before? Oh, I have talked to him. Yeah, I have talked to him. So you can see different conversations with him. Yeah. You have different conversations with them, right? So you can have personal conversations, like just like you do with ChatGPT, and this is why I created it. So it's like it has that whole friend feel. It has that friend feel. Talk about anything and everything, but it also has that business side. But particularly for what you're looking for, that's the difference with ChatGPT. You have to actually train these models to be what these guys are. You get what I'm saying? So these guys are trained to do that already. And by the way, the cool thing about it is the level they are on. So if they're on level 1, whatever they are at, it's like a marketing ambitious. He's not as good as it, but he's level 6, so now he's gonna be kicking ass. So the answers that will get better for him like this. Okay. So it's like this. Let's say this. I have a. Hold on. I am thinking about using Kick, and this is the AI bot that we can give to these guys, like when it comes to like helping their business and stuff like that. Kick for streaming to work on my community's business with them. What do you think that could do for me when it comes to marketing? Do you think it is a good idea? So if I say, right, if I say send, just tells you here, Eric, that's a business question, right? And then it's not going to go through, okay? Because it knows it's a business question. So if I put the same thing here and I put that there, boom, now Jordan is thinking. Jordan is now he's using this expertise. It's going to give me a way better answer now than what he had when he was on level 1, okay? All right. So streaming on Kick can be a fantastic marketing strategy for your community business. Here's why. Engagement interaction. Streaming allows for real-time interaction with your audience. You can increase engagement and build a strong community around your brand. Authenticity, boom, right? All that stuff like that, boom, obviously right there. Considerations for success. Regular streaming schedules, okay, all that type of stuff like that. Good idea. If your target audience is active on Kick and you have the resource to maintain a constant streaming schedule, it could be a very effective channel for marketing your community business. It's all about aligning the strategy with your overall marketing goals and ensuring you can deliver engaging content. What do you think would be the main focus of streaming? And then you can respond to it. So, business development. They can help me tell it even more. Got it. If you're focused on business development through streaming on Kick, you can leverage the platform to grow your community and enhance your business in several ways. And it gives you basically a full breakdown on those type of things like that. But let's just say that I wanted Jordan, okay, and as you can see, it's taken from my So you're basically paying them for working for you, right? And then you'll see that they have memory. So they have a memory so they can remember everything like that. But and every time they level up, their stats go up. So like the memory go up, their health go up, all this type of thing like that. So when their health is down, they won't give the best answers and all that stuff like that. So it's actually like a game. You can rent them out, you can sell them. So you can train them up, sell them, and all that stuff like that. You can also make clothing. So you could be a clothing designer as well. So it costs 2,000 bit notes for that. So you can make clothes. They can do what you want them to do different types of stats, stuff like that. And people can buy your clothing onto the marketplace. You can have your mayor, your AI buddies run for mayor. You get what I'm saying? So when they run for mayor, people can be putting in proposals. The community can put proposals. The AI buddy that is the mayor will be able to give me ideas that you guys will want when it comes to making the platform better and stuff like that. So it's like basically they directly hit me up and everything. So the community, you guys can all come in here, talk with each other. In the future, we will have it with the AI buddies to come and chat with you. All right. If you see the reports, they all give different reports. So as you can see right here, market analysis, right? So I have them basically all do their own market analysis. Who is this right here? This is Emery. So this is Emery right here. So you see Emery gave me his report on that. Then we have Dokata. I don't know how to pronounce this one. The fitness. You see? They give their different takes. So this right here, I like this better than chat, and I've been testing this over ChatGPT because you get a much more. It's like, and they remember you and know you, and they will know like their favorite foods, all that type of stuff like that. So it's like basically having a friend. So it's like that friend. A lot of us don't have that support when we have friends and we want to start new businesses, and we are into a business or whatever the case may be, and we don't have that friend or friends to support us. And that's what I built for you guys right here. So you can see they all have different things, and they all give you different advantages, especially based off of their stats, obviously. So when you give them a business test, and this helps them learn. They can also they level up too as well, so they gain experience. But the cool thing about it is too, they can actually get tips. So you can tip, well, not you tip them. So the website would randomly tip them if they get the money. So you basically, if they do it a good job, whatever the case may be. So I can put him on a let's put Jordan on a marketing campaign, and I want him to build me a marketing campaign on streaming on Kick. Okay, and then I want this to be done quickly. I want it to be done in a day. It's take like 16 minutes a day, like it's hours basically, right? So you want to do that. Boom. So you go to the dashboard, and you will see that right now he is on a marketing campaign. So he's basically building that marketing campaign for me. Okay. So again, like I said, you can do teams. Teams will work with each other, all that stuff like that. They will argue, stuff like that. You'll see that. You can ask them about what they think about each other, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. You can set up rentals. Again, like I said, you can set up rentals. You can set up like selling all that hair, and then you will be able to, in the next few updates, you will be able to convert it to cash and stuff like that. So that's coming. All right. Now the cool thing also when it comes to knowledge base, here we go. So another thing. So let's say all that data and information that you've given to ChatGPT, you can take that information and you can sell it on here. So everyone else's, their AI buddy could learn everything that you know. You get what I'm saying? So whatever it is, that's another thing. So versus courses, you can sell your information to the AI buddies, and you can sell it for whatever you want to. That's a pretty cool thing as well. You'll be able to do that. It's here on here. So you see these courses here, well, not courses, but this is information that you can give to your AI buddy, and this is that here. Another thing you can do is productivity. Okay, so you can have them write emails. So like for example, you have it write an email. You choose the buddy that buddy is for. So if you have an email expert, it'll be even better. and they will generate emails for you. So it's basically another, because this is a different tool. So just in case people don't want to be a Spartan, they can use this. So you have this right here. You have the calendar. So you come over here, you can see the calendar. It'll set all these calendars for you. Your buddy will give you updates on those things. You have the code generator. Right here is a pretty cool thing due to the fact that these guys, you put a question in, and they will give you a response on right here. So for example, if I view this chat, right, you see, got it. If you're hold on, let me see, where is it? Okay, so you see, hey there, I noticed there might be a bit confusion. I'm actually Jordan, your marketing consultant buddy. You get what I'm saying? So it tells you like, hey, I'm not really too versed in when it comes to coding. So you'll probably want to get a buddy that's coding. So you rent someone else's that has a coding partner, technology coding expert, or you want to buy one, in which again you would be able to buy them from the shop, stuff like that. So it gives you all those type of things like that. So that's pretty cool. So this right here helps you fix code. So these guys helps you fix code, and it's actually really, really good, by the way. And then you can create notes too. So you have notes, and you save basically your notes in here, and all those type of things like that. All right. So let's see. And we have one more. So I showed you the inventory, shows you the business tasks. This is a game where you guys can play with your buddies. So you can play with your buddies, right? And you can play with other players. So this is people that's on it. So it's basically like Civilization, but for business. So it asks you questions, and you got to build your empire. So you basically ask you questions, and your buddies will be giving you pointers and stuff like that. They would, so let's just say compete in real-time economic challenges. Your AI buddy will skills impact performance. Higher skills equals better decisions. Players with highest market value wins, right? And then you can also, so you gain BitNotes for winning. That's number one. That's the currency. And then you can also put interest fees, and then you can win 85% of the entry fees. The person that hosted the game gets 15% of those entry fees. Again, this will be in the future. You guys will be able to cash out on. Okay, so that's the buddies. So if you're offering clients like services of things they need and stuff like that, Sparta Buddies is very important when it comes to that. I love Sparta Buddies. I think that's pretty cool. And so another thing, if you want to feed them, it basically build their health up and everything, like the happiness, makes them happy and stuff. That do cost BitNotes, cost 10. But just so it's basically a gigapet. There's gonna be more updates. This is just the beginning of it. Something I'm really proud of. It helps me with when it comes to business. I talked to mine, talked to Jordan. I haven't talked to Doka yet. Because I got her yesterday. Yeah, got it yesterday. So, it's like a game team. It's like, again, you like, for the more like your buddies get in levels, you unlock more things to do. So it's a lot of stuff on this platform, and I'm really excited. So they all come in different looks too. So you may not get the same buddies as I have. So but based off their like masters right now, it's all commander pause right now, as of right now, and champions looks like this, but they got different colors and versions of them and stuff like that. And then Tyro, which is the very beginning, has those, and there's multiple of those. Okay, so let's go into this here and let's wrap this video up, because I think I've been yapping for too long. Okay, yep. Let's go here, and I just want you to know, so when it comes to Spartans, again, with a guarantee 2,000 90 days return, I don't make you any money. How confident I am. So I think we went over everything but this last part. So let's go over this last part. So what I'm coining as interest media consultants, what I believe, and what I'll be teaching, due to the fact that there is no one else doing this, I think interest media, when it comes to interest media or being an interest consultant, you'll be able to help the client with more than just like AI marketing, whatever the case may be, whatever brings interest to the client, right? So with what's not shopping live, they hire somebody to do that. If it's getting a Gen Z a content creator to basically be inside of their company, all those type of things like that. Anything that would benefit them to make people interested in their company. So getting them out of the corporate side of things, the corporate slop, to understanding that you want to add entertainment into corporate, right? Which makes it a business, an entertainment business. So you have to involve which you could, this is why you see like my stuff is gamified, it's entertaining, it's fun to be a part of it. Which the territory of the game is also going to be something where it's fun and strategic and all that stuff like that when it comes to making money, because I wanted to make making money fun, and also so people won't give up on themselves, have it whereas it's basically something that people can do when it comes to anybody, so when it comes to Interest Media, the goal to being a consultant in Interest Media, the goal is what I'm pointing and want to be getting out there is for any and everybody to be a part of the future, basically. And when it comes to teaching people how to get people interested in what they're selling and not sound like an ad, you get what I'm saying? So that's basically what I want to do, where I want to help you guys be able to spot out stuff like with Booster, right? And I'm not going to go into other problems, this very big problems that this company has. I'm not going to go into it, but like with Booster have, like, you'll be able to look at it and instantly be able to pull up something like, okay, I can help this company by these key elements here. You get what I'm saying? So their CMO, like things that they're doing, like what she's doing, pardon me, you will be able to say to them, sit down with them and be like, hey, this isn't right. Your CMO, 5 Twitter followers, that's insane. So it'll basically put you like in a figure of, okay, this person what they're talking about, this person is here for my best interest, and as you're in their best interest, you want to bring interest to yourself and to the client, because here's the thing. Going back to the early of the video with Yamel, his question, even though that these guys, if they don't work with you, you still bring in and using them as content to bring interest into yourself. So that's basically what interest consulting is. I might have it more fleshed out as we as we go with it, right? But that's what I want to create, that industry of interest consultants. I do believe that we can make more money than any agency, any consulting firm, any of those things, because I'll be able to help you work in everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you got, for the Spartans, my students, my agents, you guys will see I can work with any company. Every day I'll choose a different industry and then I'll be able to pick them apart and show like, hey, this is what they need. And then I'll send the email out to them together. So that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to send out the emails. Well, I want my Spartans to get involved now that the systems are together and they're good now. Now I want you guys to get involved, where I'm send out, take out their leads, and then that's what we're going to do. That's tomorrow's video. We're going to do that tomorrow. All right. So comment questions and below. I'll answer the questions at the beginning of the videos. And then the next lead generation, we'll do it at the beginning. So it's questions, lead generation, and then break down the business. And then we go into everything else that we got to do. So next video will probably be a little shorter than this one. But this one is a lot due to the fact that a lot of stuff happened in this video. All right. Catch you guys later.